A lot of brands these days waste a lot of time competing over a very small piece of pie. If you think about the market as a whole and the people that we normally address, they are today's buyers, meaning to say people who are ready to buy. Most of the time, they don't represent the entire market size because you may have like 10% of today's buyers, but there's 90% of them most of the time are actually potential customers. It's just that they are not in the state yet for many reasons. And today I want to share one of those reasons, which is awareness. And awareness, I'm not talking about the normal stuff that I always say, which is awareness, consideration, and conversion, though this is somehow tied to that as well. There are four main stages in a customer life cycle. The number one is completely unaware. So this refers to the type of customers where they have a problem, but they don't even know that the problem exists. And to use a medical example, it refers to, let's say, this one person, potential patient. For the sake of example, let's say I represent a medical company that offers non-invasive treatment to cure or remove kidney stone. And there's a potential patient, Ayman, not a real name. Let's say that he's constantly feeling discomfort and pain in the abdomen area and also in the back. But he thought that maybe it's just because of bad posture or something like that. What he did not realize, because he didn't get himself diagnosed, was that he has kidney stone and it should be treated. So that's where your customer is completely unaware of the problem that they have. Now, naturally, they would move to the second phase, which is they become problem aware. This is where Ayman just now, he couldn't bear the pain anymore. He went to the clinic. He went to see a specialist, urologist, got blood tested, and then figured, oh, I got a kidney stone. Now he knows that he has this problem. He has kidney stone. He's problem aware right now. So at the problem aware phase, your customer is normally realizing that I have this problem already. They just don't know, how am I going to solve it? What are the options available outside? So this is where usually they'll start doing research. And getting into problem awareness can happen in two ways. One, naturally, when it was being initiated by your customer themselves, based on any trigger or circumstances, and in this case for Ayman, because he couldn't bear the pain anymore. Or it can be done by way of you educating your future customers of what are the signs that you should look out for to know that you actually have this problem. I hope you're still with me. Now, stage number three. Stage number three is where they are solution aware, meaning to say they know that the problem exists already. They know that there is a solution out there, all right? But they are undecisive. They don't know which way to go, all right? So this is probably in the case of Ayman. For example, he knows that he has kidney stone. He's consulted his doctor, and his doctor said, you can do minor surgery to remove it, or maybe there are other ways. And he would go home and say, wait, doctor, I'm not that comfortable with surgery, all right? Let me figure out what are other options available. And if you go online and do his own research, how you and I would do things, you'd trust WebMD more than anything else. That's wrong, by the way. Always seek professional medical practitioner for advice. Going back to Ayman's case right now, he is now aware of the solutions, all right? So A, B, C, and D. And say, for example, for this company that can offer a different kind of treatment as an alternative that is non-invasive. So at this point, what you should do and how you should communicate with them is no longer by way of raising awareness and everything. It's more towards sharing about the solutions themselves. All right, I have the solution. Non-invasive treatment is going to be very convenient for you. And these are all the benefits that you can get from it as well. So this is how our products or our service are different from what everybody else has to offer to you in the market. So you'll notice by now that the way you communicate at different phases is different. Now you're going to number 4, and this is the last piece of the puzzle where the customer moves to product aware phase. So product aware phase meaning to say they know that the problem exists. They know that a solution exists, and now they know that you, as a potential solutions provider, exist too. The question will be, why should I go with you? All right, so this is where they are at that last step before they say yes or no to a decision, before they decide, I'm going to do this, or maybe I'm just going to go ahead with the surgery. All right. So at this point, how should you communicate? They're longer in the phase of research. They're no longer in the phase of figuring out what the hell is a kidney stone. A lot of people know that, by the way, so I don't think you need that kind of brand awareness, actually, if you think again. But yeah. Okay, so now that he's product aware, what you should do is to create some sort of an incentive to ease off the process. Now, your messaging can no longer be like teaching the person or teaching your clients and customers about what the problem is and everything. Skip that already. They're already at this kind of phase. So what you should do in this stage is to ease off the process. And this is usually where, in the case of an online transaction, they already visited the website, the homepage, they've read all about it. All that's left is for them to take action. Maybe book an appointment, for example. All right. So what you should do is to incentivize it and make it as easy as possible. Maybe, for example, there's a button that you can click and figure out who are the specialists that you can talk to about this kind of treatment, from which hospital, let's say. All right. And you can do that to ease off the entire process. He just goes there and meet the doctor. The doctor will tell him how it is going to be conducted. And if everything's okay, then boom, they become your customer and use your type of treatment to get rid of his kidney stone. Ayman is now a happy guy. The bottom line is, in the sales journey, your customer will go through different phases. They will go through a point where they are completely unaware that they have a problem and you have a solution. And then they move to the part where they know that the problem exists, but who can help me with this? And part number 3, they know that you can help them, you can help them, you can help them, and the question will be, which one do I go with? And number 4, when they go to the last part, product aware, they already invested time, attention, and effort in understanding about what you have to offer. The question will just be, is there anything that you can do as a brand owner to make the process easier? Registration, making the registration easy, making purchase easy, all of this should be included. So basically the messaging and the call to action needs to be customized based on different journey so that it's easy, it's effortless for a customer to transition from these different phases and eventually become one of your loyal customers. And that's what we want. I hope you learned a thing or two from this. If you enjoyed the video, follow for more.